Hey, this is Dr. Story. How do we not gain tons of weight during this time, especially if you've been quarantined? So the problem that I'm seeing is people are in the supermarkets and buying the wrong foods. Number one is you got to buy the right foods. Most people, when you go in the supermarket now, for some reason in our area, the spaghetti is gone, the bread is gone, and the toilet paper is gone. Why? We don't know. But what's happening is people are all of a sudden buying all these high carbohydrate foods. And my suggestion would be to try to not do that. So number one way to make sure that you don't gain weight during this time is to buy the right foods. So let me list some foods for you. First of all, pre-packaged like nuts, trail mix, that type of thing. High protein, high fat, low carbohydrate. That way you're eating foods that's actually somewhat healthy for you and will keep your immune system nice and strong. Any type of high sugar, high carbohydrate lowers your immune system. So sure, we could be socially distancing ourselves from people, but you got to keep your immune system strong too. That's half the battle. So the next thing is you can actually buy some Cliff Bars. Now I know Cliff Bars are not considered healthy, but relative to other things, they're actually pretty good, and I'll put a link down below. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so I get a commission if you purchase it, but go to Amazon and see what you can get on Amazon. Cliff Bars are a good example. I put down below a package of different flavors, because one of the problems with Cliff Bars is if you buy a package of 24 and it's all the same flavor, boy, you're gonna get sick and tired of that. So what you want to do is you want to have some variety, so go ahead and do that. The last thing is, as far as purchasing food, is make sure and buy a lot of canned health foods. Now, of course, canned food is not as healthy as fresh, but you can buy kidney beans, you can buy chickpeas, garbanzo beans, you could buy peas, you could buy a lot of canned vegetables. And of course, the shelf life is long, so that way at least you're getting some nutrients. Again, not as good as fresh, but better than, you know, bread, spaghetti, and toilet paper. So also, you could actually, if you can get it, if you can buy fruit. The problem with fruit is it's perishable. It's only going to last us so long. So if you buy tons of bananas, how many bananas can you eat? 30 a day? You know? So what you would do, what I would suggest that you do, and what we've done, is you buy fruit, you take it home, you peel it or clean it, do whatever you got to do, chop it into pieces, put it in a sandwich baggie, and put it in the freezer. So if you get blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, you get red raspberries, you get bananas, any type of fruit that you like. These have high antioxidants in them, low calorie, it's basically healthy. So the problem is that you can't keep that in your house for too long. So what you do, the secret is freeze it. One of my favorites actually are grapes. I love grapes. Grapes, when you take the red grapes and you take them off the stems, you clean them, dry them, put them in a freezer in a sandwich baggie, it's like literally grape popsicles. So that's step one. Step two is, at least in our area, the gyms are closed, people are not going outside, people are not exercising. All the sports activities, I was gonna do a gravel race next week, and of course it got canceled. Most marathons and half marathons and 10 and 5Ks and mud runs, all these things are being canceled. So a lot of people are not going to the gym. So my suggestion would be come up with a game plan of how to work out at home. And I'm going to give you a game plan right now. It's very, very simple. Grab anything that's heavy in your house if you don't have weights, and actually just lift the weights up, military press, do bicep curls, do tricep pushes, try to do push-ups. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel of how to do these things, so you can use the search function for that. But nonetheless, do something, do exercises. Try to go through, for example, on my YouTube channel, I have a playlist called Core Exercises. And if you go to that, why don't you just start with number 1 through 7 and start this would be a great time to start working out your core. So then for your lower body, you could do lunges, you could do calf raises, just get up on your toes and just see how many you can do. Lie down on your side and lift your leg as many times on the right as you can, and then do the left. Do squats. See how many squats you can do. If you're young and you can't knock out 100 squats, get started. So there's no excuse for not exercising, and exercising is a great way to prevent you from losing weight. Now, if you're not into exercise, you're gonna gain weight during this quarantine time. So what I would suggest is, if most people are just watching TV with the clicker, why don't you do this? Why don't you watch once a day, watch a TV show for half an hour or something like that, stand up and simply just march in place as if you were walking, going for a 30-minute walk. So if you're not allowed, if you live in a country where you're not allowed to go outside to exercise, where you're not allowed to ride your bike, you're not allowed to go for walks, there's no law, I don't believe, that says you cannot walk inside your house. Is it possible to get 10,000 steps inside your house? Sure it is. So you can watch a TV show and watch my YouTube channel. But watch a TV show and march in place for 30 minutes. Maybe later in the day, march in place for 30 minutes. If you're walking an hour a day, that is fantastic. That's a great way. The last thing is to make sure that you don't do boring eating. And many people are guilty of this. That you just sit there and you just eat stuff while you're watching TV, and before you know it, the whole bag of chips are gone, or the whole thing is gone. And so to actually make sure that you set times when you're going to eat and stick to those. So if you know you're going to have a Cliff Bar for lunch, and that's 250 calories, and you're not going to eat until, let's say, 6 hours later, what are you going to do in that period of time? Well, if you're watching TV or watching the internet, YouTube, or doing something like that, then you need to march in place. But if you have set times when you plan on eating, it's going to prevent you from doing the boring eating. So I hope this video was interesting. I hope it was helpful for you. I predict, and I hope I'm wrong, but from what I see, I don't think I'm going to be wrong. There's going to be a lot of people gaining weight. So hopefully this video helps you prevent that from happening. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't give me a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be doing a lot of good things for you for free on YouTube to help you with your health during this time.